Yes guys, today we're gonna do the full gym tour and we're standing outside and I'm gonna tell you all the insights how we came to this point. And we'll start with the actual front, which is the Mana sign. This took us at least 6 months to get approved, and I got many more of these things going on in the gym, and today I'm gonna show you around. Let's go. QR code time. So first off, we're gonna scan our QR code. We're gonna do that in the app. Then the door opens up. And then we're in the gym. You see the SPC logos here, so we refitted everything and we go with the lift. After you. So we got the SPC logo here. And we changed also the lift settings. So before there were like 2 floors, and now we still have 2 floors, but the entry is at the 2nd floor. So you come in at our top floor where the lounge is and stuff, which is quite an experience. We're going to hang a red light here. So we have a Mana red DNA line. We're still gonna fit it, but you already can see it on the 2nd floor. You can see it over here. So that's going to be at the start of the entry all the way through. So, welcome to the gathering. This is our lounge area, and of course the bar. And this view is still crazy. Guys, this bar is designed by my good friend Guy de Vos. And there's so many details in it, but this is the stainless steel. This is a marble looking stone, and we have a Mana icon here, which is a very small detail, but this is also a point where you can pay. So this actual tap to pay area. And these kind of details is something which we did everywhere. So the lounge area, of course we have our bar, we have the La Marzocco coffee machine. The girls are making matcha now. I'm not the biggest matcha fan, to be honest, but I just like an Americano. Lounge area, you see the stainless steel coffee tables. We designed them ourselves. You can see our logo on it. So there's a small Mana icon on it. This is for a very good reason, because you cannot buy it. We made it ourselves. And this is what you want to achieve here, is just relax. You come here, you take coffee, or like post-workout, pre-workout, just relax. Get a coffee book or whatever, have some inspiration, and have a crazy outside of the city. And like, I know it doesn't have the best skyline, but still, it looks amazing. Especially at night, it looks crazy. So we call this the gathering. And over here, we have our working spots. So a lot of people work here, you see it is here as well. And we're gonna add more because people use it a lot. So I will add 2 or 3 more. And of course, we also got our merchandise. And this is the new line. We have black and light gray. And so it's not black and red anymore. It's more of the gray with the Mana icon red. Looks really good. And the black one is just with a, I will say, off-white-ish version. Bottles. So we also have the bottles. So this is a SPC special. So these are not for sale. The only manner you can have them is to get a membership at Mana SPC, which is also quite hard at the moment, but that's the only way to get these. And of course the rest is just for sale. We will get way more over the months, but this is the Mana SPC base where we start out with. So guys, next up, we got the massage sheet here. We're gonna add another one. So that's a high price corner. And now, we are entering the reset. And the reset is, I will say, a bit more focused on longevity and recovery, and of course also the locker rooms. Let me show you guys around. So these are locker rooms, and we got the same marble stone that we have in front. It's also the same here. We got the infinity mirror and of course LED lights all over. And the mirrors are also a bit smoked, so a bit darker. We got showers here, so it's just a private shower. Which is just way better than like a big shower, everybody showers at the same time. Stainless steel, this is also stainless steel. And then over here, we have our towel service. And we also made a scent, a custom scent. So this is the Mana sensor. If you come into Mana SPC, you think, hey, this smells quite good, or you don't like it, but everybody likes it. This is a sound we customize ourselves with Nose and Partners. Here we have red light therapy. So the red light therapy is everything you want from sunbath without the UV light. So it's good for collagen and your hair and stuff. Over here we have the finish sauna. And over here we have the ice bath. We are currently installing it, it's almost done. We're testing it, so it is a full automated system. It's very cold, we can go sub 0 degrees, which is very, very cold, but normally we have around 5. Here we have another shower. So this shower is mainly used for cold showering with the sauna. And of course over here we have just a relaxing area. Especially at night, it's nice that you could just look away and just chill. So this is, I will say, the wellness area of Mana SPC. So we're not a wellness center, but we have all the facilities for, I would say, recovery and please actually let work for your recovery and longevity right at the club. But now, one of the most important things, we're gonna go in the gym. Again, you see our icon here? So a lot of branding details, of course. And this is over, right? You come in on the second floor, and then you walk down to the gym, and that's Rens. And of course here again we have an Instagram story format with the small icon on it. And then you walk in the, call it this section is the arena, which is a bit more a hybrid version, the hybrid section. So we get practice targets here for HYRX training. We have the official center gear, which we also use for HYRX training. We're not the official HYRX gym, but we have all the facilities and all the official training gear. Woodway runners, which are by far the best runners you can get without the motor. Normally you'll do things like you would like to run, let's say a 1K, whatever, but this is easily a 10K treadmill. So it feels really good to just do your long runs and also your sprints here. We got the AlikeRX, and all these AlikeRX are custom made for us, and we also had custom plates. So you see like the colorways is a little bit the same that we use above, but also here with the concrete, and just keep all the tones as calm as possible. And unique about these racks is that all the racks have cables. So this is a cable station, but that's a cable station, that's a cable station, that's a cable station. So it will be very hard for this gym to, that you don't have a cable for stuff, because cables or Smith machines are always occupied, but in this gym will be very hard to do that. Small things like this. So this is a clip, but this is a magnesium clip, and it's also magnetic, but it's very easy to clip on. Also from Alico. So no need for the metal, I don't know, springs, the things everybody hates. These are just metal and magnetic, very easy to use. So all the racks are the same. We have a lot of different barbells. This also looks quite nice. So it's a full customized plates. All the plates are customized by ourselves. And then over here, guys, here is the cardio section. And this is quite unique in Eindhoven, because there is the PSV stadium, over there is the Central Stadium, and you see a lot of people downstairs. And you can look down, but people don't look up. So that's one of the perks here. That's a bit private. And because if you do this on the, I'll say, ground floor, everybody's looking at you, right? And you want to have that bit of a private setting. So this is for cardio crazy, especially at night. So you see the Alico plates here. So you see the colorways. And if you look at the cardio equipment, it's quite similar. That's for a very good reason, because we combined the exact colors with the Technogym colors. And normally they don't do that, they don't communicate with each other. So, hey, can we have these exact colors? But for this project, they're willing to do that. And now if you're looking into the space, the only thing red you see is, of course, the mana icon. Then over here we have a lot of concrete again, and that's especially what we wanted. We want to have the steel, the stainless steel, but also a lot of concrete. Just the rawness of this building. That's what we really like. So we kept it and we made sections, right? So this is, if you stand on the rubber, there's something plate loaded. And for the rest, the concrete is just the, I would say more of the path you can follow into the gym. But look at this, guys. This is a Smith machine, this is a Lyco Smith machine. So you cannot feel it, but trust me, this is by far the smoothest Smith machine you ever feel. And of course, it looks crazy as well. This is the brutalism style, and that's what we did with everything. So the stainless steel is, it's key in this whole design. But guys, this is something else, right? So this is a leg press, but this is the animal leg press from Watson. This is the newest version. You got shoulder pads. It's a full customized, we call Bentley stitching with our logo on it. You can train your left and your right leg separately here. This is, I will say, the best leg press on the market. And we offer, of course, also have plates. And we have our full customized mana plates. So you won't see a different brand here. Everything is customized towards our own needs. We have a full tree here. But of course, you saw that on the deadlift already. We also have these bad boys. And the perk of having metal plates is they're very smaller, so very thinner. So you can load up the leg press much heavier instead of get the thick PU plates. And we really like the design. So it's really raw, where we didn't edge the edges. It's just a metal plate. And one of the best things, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that's just... Okay, next up, hex squat. Guys, this is a animal hex squat, and this is adjustable, so it's hydraulic. So you can adjust the angle here, and there's a valve to release, and you can do that in your set. So if you want to do a drop set, you can do a mechanical drop set, which makes it a bit easier on the knees, but also a bit more focused on glutes, for example. By far the nicest hex squat I ever used. And also you can remove the safety pins, which means if you don't have them, you will just fall. And so range of motion wise, it's just really good. Pendulum squat, Gym 80 pendulum squat. And for the rest, this is all Gym 80 equipment with some Watson pieces in it. Belt squat, calf raise. Super high row is the Gym 80 super high row. And if you use the Gym 80 machines before, everything is air pressured. So if you want to adjust the seat, like normally you have a pin, right? So you have to adjust the pin, but this is just air pressured. So that's just, and you feel it, it's just premium. And it's premium, but it also just works way better. It's just way more convenient. Then over here, we skip this area, but this is plate loaded back pieces. So this is a T-bar row. And this T-bar row is also fully adjustable handles. And this is a Watson piece with a way thicker pack than normal, and also the angle's a bit different, so it just feels way better on your chest because you don't have that compression which you have normally. This is a seal row, Chinese row / seal row, and this is a 55-degree row. Everybody loves this machine for a very good reason. Let me show you quickly. So you just lean with your chest on this. Pull it off, and then over here you can just make rows. And when you're done, press this again, and you're done. So it's a combination of a bent over row, of a T-bar row, and a Smith machine in one. And we got the 55-degree row. It's an amazing piece. So over here, a lot of attachments. We have way too much attachments. I just gathered the attachments over the years, and I need another tree or just a big pegboard. Safety bar squat, X squat, all the official center gear is here. But you see, everything is just components. Don't have any weird brands here. Everything is custom made or just our own brands. And now we're stepping on the forge. The forge means that this is mainly used for plate loaded machines. And this is a very special machine because here we have a pull down. Everybody knows the pull down. This is a normal pull down machine with a normal cable and a normal cable pull. But on this side, it's a dual stack version. So that means we have a single stack for each arm. So you can do unilateral exercises quite good, and it's just way heavier. But we also made it a bit longer. So this is a step up to adjust this. We also added these because these were not on. So for example, kickbacks, it's all custom made for us. And on this side, over there we have a normal cable pull. But over here, we have a fully adjustable cable pull. So I can adjust the seat, I can adjust the foot peg, I can adjust that. So I can do a single arm row, I can do it over there. I can also do a dual arm. So fully adjustable cable row. And I always hate when there's a cable row when the angle is a bit too low. And the problem with that is it's a lot of traps. And with this you can adjust it a little bit so it's a bit higher. And it's just a way better exercise all over. So more benches, preacher curl, mirrors. Look at these details, guys. So when you live in the Netherlands, like stuff like this, you cannot move it because of the safety measurements and stuff. So we made a mirror like fully customized and then fitted here. Small things like that we can really appreciate. Of course, our branding over there. And here we have a special item, which is the water point. I told you guys at the entry, it's going to be a 12-meter long red pipe, also with light. And that's the DNA line of Mana. It goes all the way to the red icon you just saw. And then here everything comes together at the water point. So it's literally a lifeline of the whole Mana line, of the Mana brand. Funny thing is, looks quite cool. I spent at least 3-4 months discussing with people who had to make it, how to make it, and they said no, don't do it, it's not possible and stuff like that. But we pulled it through, and I'm really happy with it. So here is the plate loaded chest area. So we have bench presses, of course. The bench press is also adjustable to incline, so you can do both. And incline chest press, and of course also the monster machine, which is a bench press machine, but with a drop set mechanism in it. So it has a mechanical drop set mechanism. I'm gonna show you guys. So it looks very hard to use, but actually it's not that hard. You just shear forward, get your shoulders there, press this peg, this comes up, and over here you can just do the set. And when you do that, and you want to drop set it, you press this, and then you can continue your set. So this is 50% lighter. When you're done, press it again, and that's it. So if you're training with a training buddy, you can also drop set it for you. So it's a lot of machine, a lot of metal, but it just looks crazy. And we also left it in the exposed metal because we just like the rawness of this. And there's a lot of like mechanical shit, and yeah, it's just looks amazing. Next up, we have the dip. It's also funny because dip normally has a angle which is straight, but this is angled that way, so there's a 15-degree angle. But this seat is adjustable, so you can adjust your angle with the actual movement pattern, which is safer also for the wrist, but just feels a bit better. But the funny thing is here, so that's a bit more tricep. You can also turn around, open up, which makes it a bit more chest. Yes. The small things like that is what makes Mana SBC, I will say, very special, because we literally thought out every machine on why we are placing it, and maybe there are better options or something, and then if we liked another brand better, we get that one. So it's not that we have one brand, we have a couple ones, but everything looks the same because we customized it to one need. Over here we have the, I would say, more of the bench area. It just 3 benches and a lot of dumbbells. And also pin-loaded machines. So these are pin-loaded machines. And again, you see the foot peg, which is also a gym aiding machine. And if you press this, this comes forward. And if you ever use the Gym 80 machine, it's very, very smooth. Compared to also Matrix and Technic Gym, it's very different. And also the foot peg is very needed because it overstretches you, so it goes all the way back. So if I want to throw it out, then I have to do this, and this is very dangerous. So that's why the foot peg is there, so you can just release it safely. And these machines work the exact same. This is a shoulder press. This is a pec deck and a rear delt. And this is a multi-flight. Should be a mandatory machine in every gym, but it isn't. This is for your side shoulders, so side delts. But one of the big perks of this machine is it's also adjustable to a chest fly. So if you pull this all the way up, and you can also do a chest fly here. So it's very logical, but not many gyms have these, especially not the combination, but the side lateral raise is just, I would say never in the gym, and I don't know why. So abs, this is the leg extension, this is a pullover machine, but for the leg extension, it's also important to see is if you do a normal leg extension, I would say the range of motion is somewhere like this. But if you use a Gym 80 machine, especially the new ones, if I want, I can go all the way back there. So this is way too much stretch for me, but the range of motion is way, way, way more. So, and that is what all these machines have. So they have an extreme overstretch. You can't go even extremer. If I do this, it just folds you. And I wouldn't recommend this, but the possibility is there. So I also say to people who start off training in this gym, watch out with the weights because we double stacked all the weight stacks. Some weights are even tripled. But watch out with the new range of motion because it's just way more than a lot of people are used to. So inside on the, if you want to adjust the seat for a Gym 80 piece, there's also air pressure. So it's it just works very different than most people are used to. Feels a bit more premium, but the build quality is just better. Lying leg curl, seated leg curl, this is a calf raise, this is an abductor, there's a pin loaded leg press, and this is a 3D abductor. People think, how did Lars get used good? It's with this machine. Nah, I'm good. So guys, this is a 3D abductor. So normal abduction machine just goes, I will say outwards, but this is also, my phone again. This also goes up and down, which is way more glutes instead of just the side of the abductors. You can also adjust the seat here, so I can go all the way down, adjust my handles here, and then drop set it to a, I will say a bit more medial glute. And then I can sit back up, all in the same. So it's also, again, a bit more of a mechanical drop set. This is also an important machine. So nowadays, a lot of girls use this back extension machine for glutes, and they hold a plate or whatever, and it's always so what you're gonna do after 20 kilograms, you're gonna hold 40, which is very hard to hold. So this machine is stack loaded, which means that you can open up your feet way more, which is way more glutes and hamstrings. And there's also a pin. So that means you don't need to hold a plate anymore, and it's way higher. So this is way more focused on actual hamstrings and glutes. Then Dagmar shows me how to use a 3D hip thrust. So that's a hip thrust machine, and this hip thrust machine has the Smith machine already in it, but also have the movement to the front and the back a little bit, which is a bit more focused on your glutes compared to a normal Smith machine. You just have the up and down movement, so this is a bit more isolated. And also the feet is a bit more angled, so you're standing on an angled plate, which you can squeeze your glutes just a bit better. This is another hip thrust machine, but a legless version, so you have to put your feet over it, and you don't have any leg drive. So it's purely glutes and a little bit of hamstrings. That is also a bit more legs. Over here we have another cable station. So that's basically 6 cable stations. So we have 4 in front, we have 1 in the middle, here's another one. But this is a fully customized version. So here you can say, hey, I want to do cable flies, for example. Let's put it on this. So. Ready to do cable flies. But you can also do a version where we open this up. And for example, do a tricep kickback, or we pull it all the way down, or we do a bicep curl. So this is a bit more multifunctional, and you can adjust the angle outwards or inwards, which means it's a bit more chest focused, for example, or a bit more shoulder focus. It just depends on which angle you want to use. So over here we also have a lower back machine, but this version doesn't have the weight stack on it. So this is a bit more, I would say, lower back, but that one is way nice to use for your hamstring and glutes, and also as a stack. So you just have the pin and you don't have to hold the weights anymore. But then guys, dumbbells. And of course they're fully customized, which is all fun and games. But these are by far the best dumbbells you ever grip. This is an Agro 3, which means they are very sticky in the hand, and the balance of these dumbbells are quite insane. One of the biggest benefits is that they're very small. So this is a 30 kilogram. So a 30 kilogram shouldn't be this size. So normally they say 50 kilogram or so, but this is a 30. But if you look over here, of course we got way heavier ones. We got 66 now. We also have 70 coming in. The problem is with the 70s, they had to be shipped in a complete different manner because they're very small but very heavy. So they are still coming on, but 66 is, I will say, enough for now. So those are all the dumbbells. We get another dumbbell stack in front. So if you, let's say, personal training or whatever, there's another dumbbell stack until 20 kilograms. And over here, we gotta make a seat. So the same seats which we have above at the gathering, we gonna place them here as well. And this is the Pilates. So this is a bit more serene environment, a bit more feminine, which we really like. The combination of, I will say, almost hardcore gym, so a very, very good gym, but still got the feminine touch with the Reformer Pilates. We do it with Studio 28, and it came out perfectly. But we built this from scratch. There was nothing here, so everything was new. So air conditioning, audio, everything is built from scratch, and it's also soundproof. So we're fully soundproof in this area. So when people are training here, you still have your private bubble. But let's talk details a bit more. So we also need toilets, right? So we edged this out, so we made this design ourselves. And if you look in the toilets, take a look. We also have mirrors, and the mirrors are in the same shape as the building, with some lights and stainless steel all over. So all the small details are there, and I will say, for me, makes the difference in a concept like this. And I really like the details how they came out. This is a dumbbell spotter, so if you have heavy dumbbells and you don't want to lock them out, or you have a shoulder injury or whatever, you can use the dumbbell spotter. And again, mirrors all over, small details here, and I will say a lot to play around with. Dumbbell curl, well, not a dumbbell curl, it's a plate loaded curl machine. Also with rotating cuffs, so your wrist or your elbows won't hurt after a certain time. Same here, it's the bench press. You can also adjust it to an incline version, the normal version. So yeah guys, this small round at Bana SPC. But we did the training, we saw the whole gym. Let's get back to the gathering, and let's get a drink. Thank you. Guys, let's chill out for a second and then watch the view. Because I will say, after having a workout, I didn't train yet, but like I'm gonna train in 30 minutes, and but this is the setting which we like, right? You have your training, you're in the gym, you did the sauna or the ice bath, and then after that you just have a relaxing shake which was made by Love from Julia. And they're actually really good. So guys, this was, I will say, the tour. I can yap at least an hour more, but let's not do that. This was the full tour of Mana SPC, and I genuinely hope that I see all you guys here, and you have any questions about the gym or the training plans we offer, just let us know, and hope to see you here. Ciao.